So we're back, and a bit of positive news in real life for Manchester United. I'm recording this at the time of, the time of just after the FA Cup win against Arsenal, who we are or consequentially, whatever the word is, consequently, what I can't remember the word I'm trying to say, but we are playing in this episode, which is quite ironic. We also have a huge round of 16 tie here against Rangers, which I'm really excited for. We'll be simming the first leg and playing the home leg after. Probably do the same thing up until the semi-final if we get there for all competitions that have two legs. So we'll play the full game of Arsenal and the full game of Rangers, and likely a bit of highlights for this Forest game, because then we'll have the full game of the City game and probably the Newcastle game as well then in the next episode. So last episode we had Spurs, which we drew. We beat Everton, and then a really disappointing draw against Ipswich. But let's get straight into this one, not too much blabbering, and we're not far off having a few players return. So here we are away at Ibrox, it will be, and I've decided to go with Bayindir in goals. I keep forgetting to actually put him in for the Europa League. The plan is going to be to keep him in there for the rest of the season in Cup and Europa League. Onana gets the Premier League. That is maybe up until the final, semi-final, when we need our best goalkeeper in most, depending on his performances as well. Same back three as usual, although that no, I'm going to keep it the same. I've given Dalot his chance on the right side, and I've finally rested Nuno Mendes, who has been just constantly in the team since his signing. I've given Cherki his chance after his recent good form since joining. Rashford and Fernandes then next to him. We'll see if we can get a good result in the first leg, and it's not quite, so that second leg at home at Old Trafford is going to be absolutely massive. Disappointing. Arsenal game next. They don't get much bigger than this. It's Manchester United versus Arsenal at Old Trafford. A really big game, as we've just crept back into the middle spot of the table actually, but you'd classify that as top half. 9 teams below us, 9 teams above. We can really make a charge for European football here. We really can. The atmosphere is nuts. Yeah. But can we get a result? That's all they care about. Beaten Arsenal once. Actually, no, we haven't beaten Arsenal, because it's not real life. Coincidentally, I finally remember the word. We're playing them again here. We lost 2-0 in the FA Cup, if I remember correctly. And then we lost as well in the away leg, which was on the live start points. Can we get any result here? So the United lineup, you'll see a lot of similarities to every other one. It's our strongest four in the back, with Onana, Yoro, Maguire and Alessandro. No Lit yet. Mazraoui gets his start with Mainu and Agate and Nuno Mendes. Then Cherki, Fernandes and Rashford. Waiting for that return of Højlund, who could have been on the bench, but I opted against it. Kept Wheatley on there. Arsenal start Neto, so no Raya. Tomiyasu, Saliba, Timber and Kyrgios. So a weak back line. And then Rice, Marino and Odegaard with Saka, Havertz and Trossard. So still no striker. Raya is on the bench. So a really strange decision. A really strange decision. Can we get all 3 points here? You're with me all game yet again, I will say that. And we'll see what we can do. Bruno's just going to start off here. Maybe have a strike here. Just hits it into Tomiyasu, but worth the effort. If it tests Neto, then we'd be a lot more happy about it. But you do have to say, if Højlund was here, he could really get the better of Timber. He's quite weak, at least for a centre-back. Kiwi up. Looking to go down the line. It's a good start for Mazraoui. I've christened him with the pink boots now. I did wear him in real life today, so I thought I'd keep it realistic. Yoro, brilliant defending there. Someone down for Arsenal, but seems like they've got up. Rayan Cherki with a bit of space to explore, but bit of a car crash there for him. And Yoro. That's a step in on Havertz. Does brilliantly well. He's been a rock at the back recently. Here's Cherki. Kiwior can't get near him at the minute, but he just has nowhere to go, really. It's not a great start attacking-wise. We're not finding much space. Liverpool up there, by the way, 14 points ahead. Really, really good season. They've pretty much won the Premier League already now. Fernandes versus Odegaard. That'll be a big, big test for both of them. Somehow a debate. I mean, as a United fan, I would say it's pretty deluded debate. Bruno obviously the better player, but we'll see that today. We'll see which one is better. Trossard, there's Odegaard and Rice. That's excellent there, but Saka. Havertz, brilliant by Agate. It's excellent by Agate. Nuno Mendes gets a head on it, and there's a little bit of that passion that you want already showing here. Bruno. Nuno Mendes can keep running. There's a real problem here for Arsenal. There's a problem for United. No one's in there. Bruno is on the edge though. Just going to strike it and nothing comes of it. Good start though. They haven't had chances. We've not been great creatively, but that's the least of our worries. We want to stop them first before we think about scoring ourselves. Out of either team, we take the draw the most. There is Trossard. Is he onside? We talk about stopping him. They've just cut through, and I think that is Martinez being too far back. We'll watch it back. Yeah, I drop him back, and I'll see if anyone else plays Trossard on if possible, but it's a great sliding finish and the opposite of what you want. First goal means a lot in games like this. We're going to have to come back here, but we have the tools to do so. We've done it in other games. But after the Rangers game midweek, maybe the players just not feeling up to it. Disappointment. Here's Mendes. Maybe the wake-up call. Just going to chip it back post. Cherki's there. If you hang it up right, height doesn't matter. There it did, but the intention was right. It's a great pass to Havertz, and there's a chance in field here. He has played it. Mainu with an excellent tackle. Odegaard not happy, but here are United. Cherki's turn is excellent. Just going to try and chip it. Mazraoui has a beating of Kiwior if he wants it, but maybe he doesn't. Kiwior more physical. Cherki. Rashford backed up, not where he wants to be. But he does have space to turn, and he beats Timber. He's going to strike it, and it's such a poor strike. See Mazraoui injured now. I'm going to bring Garnacho on. Obviously, I don't want to keep injured players on. He's holding his shoulder, so it likely is a bruised shoulder, a couple-day injury, but I don't mind taking him off. And now that we need a goal, it feels right to bring an attacker on if there is a reason for it. I wouldn't do that until half-time otherwise. It's annoying to use up a sub slot though. So early on, Trossard yet again. Yoro has had the beating of most of these, but Trossard's done him here. Maguire. Just patrolling. But Odegaard gets a shot off, and Onana's been right on it here. Right on it. We've got to find a way. Whether there is one. Just breach that Arsenal defence and stop them breaching ours. Havertz tries it spectacular, not quite. Maguire's going to clip one to Garnacho. It was the right thing to do there. Garnacho not the right thing there to pass it straight into an Arsenal player. Havertz. Odegaard's gone, but now Havertz has a chance to play it to him again. Don't know what he's doing, but there is Trossard. And there's two. You don't get much more unfortunate, really. You can't do much if he starts doing that, and then it's just a run, and the AIs don't really lock on, but we're 2-0 down. It feels like the Spurs game yet again. Started so poorly. We need some hope before half-time. And this might be it. Nuno Mendes. It's a stunning ball in. Kiwior. Puts his foot in the right place. Could have been a really bad tackle otherwise. They've had us in midfield. Maybe our problem at the minute. Not the personnel, just the amount in there. Mendes offloads Cherki, and it has to be a better strike. He hasn't got a weak foot. He's brilliant on both, and we've had two big chances with the Rashford header and that Cherki real bad shot. Trossard with an outrageous ball, but Onana will sweep anyway, and Martinez has it. Garte, Rashford, and the pass has to be better on the first touch. Not really an acceptable one from Marcus Rashford, Havertz, Maguire as well. Garte now. Bruno Fernandes. Here is Cherki. And he's not had a good game really so far. Might be one to look at half time. Here's Havertz, and once you beat Maguire you should keep him beaten, but he hasn't been able to. Maguire's an excellent, but it's 2-0 at half time, and we're going to go in here really concerned. I'll have a look at subs. I'm not really sure who I would bring on. We don't really have the personnel. I'm going to keep it. Maybe 60 minutes we bring Wheatley on, but I don't think he's kicked on since those goals. And Rashford, on his day, if he gets into it, can be very good. Havertz, poor touch, and Maguire as well. There is an advantage given. Trossard for the hat-trick. Misses. Saka. Martinez, excellent. Done a really good job there. This could spur United on. I really don't know why that keeps happening. Every time I try and do an outside the boot ball, Bruno just does that. Gonna have to stop, I guess. Maguire. Yoro. Manu now. Traversing. They're not going to stop him. Cherki. I think it's poor by Rashford. Timber does well though, but drops for Bruno and it's on the bounce. Saliba with a great block, but it is a chance. They can score corners, Arsenal, but can they defend them quite as well? They don't have to. It's Neto who does it for them. Such a poor ball. And it's just more luck than judgment with those on this game. Saka, poor touch there. Bit of repayment. And I'm not sure why Nuno Mendes just hasn't kept on running there. Neto has to hook it out. He's not very confident. And Havertz somehow wins that. Poor from Kobbie Mainoo. Gotta say, I don't think we've been that much worse than them. They've had very little chances, but they've scored the ones they have had, which is, I mean, quite the opposite of Arsenal in real life. Odegaard, Agati does well. Tries to get the pass off, but it's too fancy. Maguire has to come in here. Sweep Saka, and that should have been a penalty, surely. Saka's not went down, and he's hit the bar. Should have scored anyway. Saka will be probably unhappy more at the fact he should have went down. Cherki, there's so much space for Garnacho here. He's one-on-one with Saliba. Has to shoot. Has to score, he does. And he has scored against Arsenal before. It got ruled out though. Send United 2-1 up. Arsenal ended up winning that game 3-1 after his goal was chalked off. But now he's got United back to 2-1. Bit of luck. Neto probably should have saved that. But he won't complain. It's a huge goal for United. And it's a great pass from Rayan Cherki. Maybe the thought that he should have squared it to Rashford for an easy tap in. But he won't care. We don't care. We're back in this game now, and if we can do anything like the Spurs game where we just had an onslaught of chances at the end, this could really end up messy for Arsenal. But it also could end up messy for us. We do give away chances when we start getting them ourselves, so we've got to stay compact, we've got to stay tight and see how this goes. Trossard now for the hat-trick again. Maguire just starting to get a foothold on this game. The atmosphere really rising. Agati though, really poor. And Havertz is in. Has to be. He's taken around the keeper. Maguire does excellently well. Odegaard. Onana, good save. Brilliant keeping in the end. Keeps Havertz just out. Delays him enough. And this is where they really do strike. Saka, Marino. Game over, you think. And it's an unlikely score. He scored headers in the past. Score one in the Euros. But that's just not ideal. No one marking him. It's a free header. Agate and Garnacho stood still. Statues. And now it looks like a real drubbing. 3-1. We haven't played well at all. Bruno. Great ball in though. And it's just really poor. If the result goes poorly against Rangers, you just start to question whether this season will turn around or not. It's not long left, and we started to make some ground, and this has really reversed it back. Havertz. Should be 4. It is 4. And I'm going to make changes now. It's pointless keeping anyone on. Get Collier on. It just feels like defensively we're falling apart a bit. Really, really are falling apart. I think I've got a tactical adjustment to make before the next game. I'm going to change Kobbie Mainoo to a box-to-box midfielder and chuck Agate on holding. I just feel like it'll solidify us more and maybe play us a bit more realistic. We slide in there and we don't get anything. Havertz as well. Could get messy. Really could. And I said it could before their 3rd goal went in, I think. Cherky does well. Ethan Wheatley. Maybe we should have had him on earlier. Here is Alejandro Garnacho. He makes a nice pirouette there. Ethan Wheatley. Touch isn't good, and I think that's the story of the game. 12 minutes left. We're just going to play this out. I mean, good quick sim, but it doesn't feel right. I think we should just play out these type of losses. And Wheatley now. Maybe a consolation goal for Bruno, and you feel that could be a foul there. It's been taken down in a position where you want to have your main man going through. But maybe not enough for the ref. Collier. Yoro, the only shining light, really. I know Trossard's on his side, but you feel Maguire more at fault for the goals. Including that half chance there. We're going to go for it. There's no reason not to. Get another goal. And it looks better on us, at least. Bruno tries to get it through to Wheatley. Bruno Mendes. That's a great ball to Bruno. He's going to strike it. It's an effort, is what it is. Not a good one. Really not a good one. Quite depressing to watch so far, United. Fans will want something here. They've got a goal from Garnacho to be happy about, but the rest of it has just been a travesty, and it feels like we either can defend or attack. And I know we haven't been great attacking wise today, but maybe that's a lack of options more than anything. But we have our chances and we're creating. But here is Cherky. That's a lovely step over and feint. And you feel there is something in this team. I'll see it against Rangers hopefully, but can Havertz beat Maguire? Not quite. There's Saka, and it's going to be 5 surely. They're in. Yoro does brilliantly well, and he prevents an easy shot. We're just going to get Lindelof on for this last minute so he didn't complain about game time. Just get him something. Maybe one of his last performances for United, or well, lack of performances. And that's the game ended. 4-1 loss. They'll see me next at the Rangers game. Oh well, you'll see me immediately pretty much in the Rangers game, unless there's something to report about. Maybe Mazraoui injury. We'll have a look now. Well, we've got a good 2 little messages. Actually, that's for Rayan Cherky, but Højlund's returned. He's training, which means he's in contention to play. Maybe not from the start against Rangers, but if we need him, we need him. I'll see that. Hopefully he plays. So, big game. Last game was a pretty big game, but this is amplified now by that loss. Old Trafford against Rangers. Seen this before this season, and we did get a win thanks to a goal and assist from Ethan Wheatley, who does feature today. We'll spoil that for you. I'll see the team sheets up next, but hopefully, just hopefully, we can pull off a win. We need to win by 2 to go straight through, but a win by 1 means we go to extra time and maybe the possibility, not all the prospect of penalties. We'll see. Let's get into these team sheets. So you see, by India starting again, we've got Wheatley up front, and we're giving Collier a start over Agate in that midfield. Just feels like he deserves it, and Agate seems like he might be getting tired at this point. Fernandez and Cherki given his chance despite a poor game last time out overall. Garnacho really deserved his chance today. Now we see Rangers team: Butland in goals, ex-United player. Tavernier, Yilmaz will be 2 main players for them. Suter and Proper, 2 decent defenders. Matondo on the left, local lad where I am. Yeah, Welsh as well. Obviously, that's what I mean. Diamande Raskin in midfield, and then Danilo up front. Cherney, I do believe is starting. I didn't see his name actually, but he was a problem for us last time. The only problem. We didn't have that much of a problem with him last time. We done him. I can't see Cherney over there, but this is the one we need to win. Round of 16 of the Europa League, maybe our only chance of European football with the form we're on in the Prem. Crucial result here. Could decide our season. Cherki now. Wheatley just going to do that. I mean, we do have Hoyland on the bench, but he isn't fully fit. Just returned to training. Here's Mendes. Wheatley can offer that physical presence, so that's a poor pass. Collier here. I have changed his role to a holding, or that role. And Mainu's to a box-to-box. Maguire steps out. Bajrami. Matondo's got pace, and we know that, but offside. And it's a really good line from the United defence. We're hoping to see more of that really poor passing so far from me. Yoro. Just going to head it back to B India, who's getting his chance here in real life today with Arsenal, but you won't see it on the day that I'm recording it, but probably will still be fresh in the mind. He's deserving of his shot anyway. That's giving me a bit of inspiration, if I'm honest. Garnacho just went inside here. There is Fernandez. High quality when he's on his game. Hopefully he is today. Nuno Mendes. Just not quite for Bruno, but he's picking up positive positions, and if he can get that final bit right, it's going to be really hard for these Rangers defenders to stop him. Our problem will be more with Cherney and Matondo than anyone. Collier with a lovely bit of play. Cherki. Garnacho. It's an attacking move to play in, but it's needed. We need that goal. I do feel like Yilmaz can come up a bit too much, so he did against us last time. Wheatley touch isn't great, but he wins it. Mendes. I think Bruno's on there. It's a great touch. He's off anyway. He meant to miss it. You'd hope so anyway. He obviously hasn't, but I mean, he's a slither off. It's a great little chance, so more of that, and we will see goals. We know we will. Bruno just has to keep getting around. Collier. Simple but effective Collier. Does his job very well. And Nuno Mendes here. He's waiting for that ball in. Tavernier, their captain, club legend, does very well. Mendes just inspiring the crowd a bit there. It's went out for a goal kick, but you can hear the applause. Tavernier as well, doing the same for his away fans. Are travelling a lot from Scotland. Not too far of a trip in terms of a European game. There is Danilo. He does beat Martinez the first time. Maguire here on Matondo, and you're not going to beat him in that situation. It's more of a pace battle that Matondo wants. Not the most technical of players. Garnacho here wins it back brilliantly. He's going to start his step overs, and maybe too premature those step overs. Should have cut towards the byline more. Here is Matondo. Mainu. And we're just going to give that ball to be India. He can find a pass. His kicking's not the greatest, but he has found a great pass there. Bruno's on. And he can find Mendes with an absolute stunning ball. Nuno Mendes shoots. And they're calling for a penalty, the crowd. Very loud. But nothing in it really. And Bruno's got a corner here. Maguire hasn't been able to connect recently. Might do here though. And he does. It's gone in. Apparently it has. And his super number 5, Harry Maguire. They wrote him off last season or the season before, whichever. The past couple of years. But Maguire in a United shirt has had a redemption this season, and look at that, it is in. His weird body position there, Pröpper, does not do him any favours at all. And he is covering the ball, but I mean, it goes well in. It goes more than just in. It's halfway in the net. But it does mean we're 1-0 up. It's even Stevens on aggregate. We needed that. And Maguire's finally got his corner goal. And we just need to protect this lead now. At least let's draw until we can try and go for another goal. And he's having a man of the match performance so far, isn't he? Garnacho, no worry there, despite being in his own half. Probably Mainu, left-footed ping. Nuno Mendes, we're just going to play it safe. Could be Mainu. Normally not the type to play it safe. There you go. Garnacho, simple, but he's working it well. Not the greatest of passes, but Cherki will get there. He's just going to slip it into Wheatley here. He turns, gets a shot off, and it's really good. Another corner. Maguire will fancy his chances here. Gets free again. It's another great chance. The Rangers don't have the men to match up to Maguire. They really don't, do they? We're all over Rangers. We've had at least 5 or 6 shots. Let's hope for more. We might have more the way they're playing. They're just risking it out the back again. Seem a bit more secure in midfield, though. Collier's stepped out now. Journey, Maguire. That's his first real mistake. He's back up. And Vernier. Danilo. That's great. It's Bajrami. And their one chance they've converted. And that's the difference. Sometimes when you get less chances, you're more likely to convert them. You know the meaning behind them. And they're back in front on this tie. Ready for the quarterfinals. But India left speechless. There's nothing he could do. Maguire turned. Danilo's excellent bit of play. Sets up an easy goal for Bajrami. 1-0. Oh, well. 3-2 down on aggregate, I believe. 1-1 now. Here at Old Trafford. United need a goal. We need a goal very badly. It's a poor tackle from Tavernier. We don't win that, but it doesn't matter. Now, Bruno scored from here, or a similar position recently, so I'm going to allow him the opportunity to shoot again. It's against Spurs that we got it. Oh, and he's not far off at all, is he? It's just about getting it to that front post. If it hits the post or the keeper palms it, you have such a big chance to just find the back of the net. Even from a rebound. Journey. Can't do with Nuno Mendes at the minute. Going backwards or forwards. They have slipped through here. Danilo, surely offside. Not quite, apparently. Martinez as well, though. Collier. Cherki and Ridvan Yilmaz is excellent. It's Matondo. Yoro goes for the big cruncher. Mainu has to cover. Ridvan. Bajrami. And we need a goal. They need a goal. To try and secure it. And Ridvan Yilmaz, he was offside. So it's not too fatal. Not great ball from him though. Yoro tries something outrageous. We don't have long left and it's an unbelievable pass. Nuno Mendes here. Ethan Wheatley. Gets it to Bruno. Bruno Fernandes. Cuts in. He's going to get the shot off. And it whistles wide. It's not a great shot in the end, but it's a great attack. We have answers in the second half that need to be shared. And we're going to bring on Højlund. Feels like the right thing to do. Desperation time, maybe. We need a goal. Come on. So Højlund's back. After that injury. He's been out for a couple of months, I think. It'll be refreshing to have a respected number 9. Maybe not the most proven, but you know what you're getting from him. He's strong. Can hold his weight. He's Garnacho, though. He needs to be up and down this half. Has been already, but Matondo. Garnacho not shying away from running. Yoro, excellent. Our best defender of late. Cherky, not afraid to just steer in field. We can't be afraid to just go back every now and then. Recycle, like this. Because now Mendes is free on this left-hand side. He might get a shot away here on his own, but Tavernier's done well. Bruno, there is a chance. Garnacho on the header. It's not who you would have wanted. But it's a great cross. And Ron Matondo coming off. Very prosperous for us. Can cause trouble with his pace. Another Welshman, Tom Lawrence, coming on. More of an attacking midfielder than a winger. Very well done by Bernier. He's overlapped and now Danilo. It's a poor cross, but it'll work out in the end. Tom Lawrence. Garnacho beats him. And again, Garnacho tries to keep it in, but he's unfortunate. Tom Lawrence does a 180 or 360 actually. Before doing that throw in, and Cherney, now Bajrami. Yoro excellent again today. Cherky, and I intended to play out to Nuno Mendes, but you don't always get what you want. Maguire. And here's Danilo, he has to score really, and it's a penalty. We should have conceded one earlier. That is a definite penalty. B India needs to make himself big and make a big save here. Tavernier. It is a big save. And he keeps us in this. Garnacho's just going to boot it away now. We might win this and we might go down the other end of the field. Tavernier never normally misses them. He's a brilliant penalty taker, brilliant set piece taker. This time, it could be costly. His penalty proper. We haven't scored directly from it. It's got a bit of luck. And we've gone through there and they've called a foul or a handball against us somehow. I mean, I'm not sure where. Have to show me the replay. We won't get one. Bajrami. Here is Tom Lawrence. Maguire, and it's another penalty. That one wasn't a penalty, but it's just what happens. Not a great performance from him since that goal. And now we need another big save. But it's another big save. And 2 penalties missed from one of the best penalty takers probably in the world. And they should be 4-2 up, maybe even 5-2 with the 2 penalties. But they aren't. And if we don't make the most of this, it'll be really poor. Dijon Sterling, Cherney, Yoro. It's another corner for Rangers. But there's 25 minutes left and we are going to make a substitution. We're going to take Toby Collier off, actually. We're going to drop Mainu back. And we are going to bring on Marcus Rashford in that left-sided attacking midfield position. We need pace and we need power. He's got it both. Collier, a great performance. Realistic. Lee. But by India. Brilliant catch. We're just going to go. I see no reason to wait. And it's worked out. Rashford. Bit of space for him. Nuno Mendes takes a while to start running, but when he does, it's a great ball in. Højlund. More of a clash of heads there. Maguire now needs to be strong. Fernandes. Here is Garnacho. Here's Cherky. Højlund and Rashford just hides behind Barron there. 20 minutes. United need a goal. Bajrami, another huge chance for Rangers, and Maguire says no this time. Very, very lucky today, Maguire. Rashford just manages to skip away. Waiting for that Nuno Mendes run. They had to defend Rashford, but here is Mendes. He's got a chance. Oh, it felt like that ball was in. It really did. We're going to bring on Eriksen. Mainu is knackered. We just need someone who can get that ball in the net or forward towards the net. Garnacho's up. There's no real answer at the minute for us. We're going to bring him down. Don't want to risk it. We don't have everyone back at the minute. Maybe a counter-attack from this, but it's a great ball. And he can take set pieces, we know that. Maybe not penalties at the minute. Nuno Mendes, quick fire. Højlund offside anyway, and it seems like this game's petering out for us. It's going to end with Rangers on the front foot, it seems. Journey, Nuno Mendes does brilliantly well. If anyone's going to create something, it seems like it's him. Martinez doesn't care whether it's man or ball. Needed to go there. And Mendes could have had a red. He wasn't careful. It's neat. They're sitting back now. Martinez. It's a clip ball to Garnacho. Touch isn't good enough, and Dijon Sterling gets that. Butland. Fernandes has to win it. It's brilliant. Here is Nuno Mendes. Here's Nuno Mendes. They've given him space. He's got space. And in the 87th minute, it's an eye-opener for Rangers. It won't let me celebrate. But I said Nuno Mendes is the only player who might come up with something. He turned back looking. He wanted a pass back. It didn't seem like there was going to be a chance. But he's ran all game. He had that chance earlier. Hit the side netting. This time inside of the post. Butland shifted over way too much. And there might be a chance for a winner here for Manchester United. But it's going to be extra time if they can keep it locked up at the back. 2 penalties for Rangers missed. And they seem fatal at the minute. There's a real chance for Manchester United. Garnacho here. We're going to go forward. Eriksen. Rashford, such a poor pass. I did intend it to Bruno, but as I keep saying, doesn't always go your way. Cherney. It's going to strike it, but India does well. Just going to ping it up to Højlund. We don't want to mess about at the back. And it does work. There's one more chance in this. They can't stop it now. We're on the attack. Garnacho. He's got the beating of his man. Here's Højlund in his first game back. It's unbelievable at Old Trafford. We were down and out as soon as they had the first penalty. It seemed unthinkable that we get back in this game. Maguire went and did it again after a wonderful save, and by India, the hero, the penalty man. And just like in real life, he saved 2 of them in this game. But Garnacho plays a wonderful ball, and Højlund, who's had such a struggle getting goals, especially from angles like that, on his weak side, hits an absolutely perfected ball into that left-hand side netting. And we're going to win this game against Rangers. Our wing play has been exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. And we'll have a look at the stats now. As a crowd erupts, absolutely erupts, in what is only described as probably the best comeback we've had in a long while. Late on, 2 goals in the 84th and the 89th or 92nd minute actually. That was literally the last kick of the game for us. Rasmus Højlund, the hero, came on at half time. Maybe not fully match fit, but he's proven that he can still score goals. And game ends there. Rangers thought they had it. But it's United who go through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. So we're back here. Not at Old Trafford though. After that wonderful win against Rangers late on. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United away here for us at the City Ground. Huge game. Let's see if we can get a result here. We need a result to keep marching towards the European spots, or at least an outside chance of the European spots. But Forest had a really good run to start the season, dropped off, now are around us, I believe.
Great game. Thanks. Good game. Thanks. Cheers. Good luck. Thanks. Hey. Bye. Good luck. Cheers. Game out there.
We'll see here the Forest starting 11. So a 4-2-3-1. We're very accustomed to playing that now. Sells in net. Aina, Milenkovic, Murillo and Moreno, very strong back four. We see Alanga playing, the ex-United player. Gibbs White and Chris Wood could be worries. But we do officially now have De Ligt and Xerxes back. Not starting either of them, but Wheatley pushed off the bench sadly for him by that Xerxes return. We do have Højlund starting for the first time since his injury. He's back in the lineup. We've got to go strong. We need a win here. And you'll see the highlights of this game. Langa, brilliant by Martinez. You can just spin, play. There's Mendes. Bruno Fernandes, Højlund. He's got the pace. Needs to cut inside. Does it brilliantly well. He's going to use his left peg and it's an early goal. Something United have missed. Really dearly. And we've missed him dearly. You saw it last game against Rangers. He can finish, but he has to be given the chances, and he's really moulding himself into a striker that potentially United could be getting in Gyökeres. He's saying that he's that man. He can stay up front, and maybe we need to sign a backup, but could be the main man. That's a lovely strike early on to put us 1-0 up. Here's Dennis. Defensive work's good by Garnacho though. Alanga in here if they get the ball to him, but they haven't. And Yoro, that's a terrible tackle. He's turned Chris Wood upside down. It could be. It is a red. Controversial, I don't think that was a red card. He's not last man really. But it's a bad tackle and I'll have to make a substitution. It's big for De Ligt as he comes back on here. First game since his injury, he has been hampered by it in terms of rating as well, but we need him more than ever now. Our options defensively, Garnacho went forward, now we've recovered slightly. Wood just backing into De Ligt there and it worked. De Ligt's giving away a foul. It's a great position for a free kick actually. Mazraoui. Gibbs White. Oh. And you don't get much better. The right foot of Morgan Gibbs White. I'm not really known for taking free kicks, but that's unbelievable. And what a goal that is from the free kick. It's unfortunate to concede it, but you don't stop those posting in. Or barring in actually. Maybe bar post and in. Wow, what a goal. We need to respond. Bruno just finds Nuno Mendes now again. He's driving. Højlund does brilliantly well, takes the responsibility. And it's not even a couple of minutes before we get a goal. And yet again doesn't let you celebrate. I mean, he's celebrating on his own. But we're 2-1 up. Nuno Mendes with a fabulous bit of play. But this is what you want from your striker. Take the responsibility. No need to lay it off. And both of them on his right foot, his less favoured right foot. He's done fabulously well to get us back in this game. Ward-Prowse. Not very pacey, but he's technical. Now when he does well. It's Gibbs White. Has to score. He was born to score goals. Especially against Manchester United. That's his third now against United. Second today. And this is a wonderful. De Ligt caught in no man's land. But Martinez as well. I know Nana can't save that one. Not quite the blunder that he had at Old Trafford. But there's 12 minutes for either team to win this. And you could see it going either way. But it's game over for us. It's game over for them. It's 2-2. A really disappointing result. A stupid red card. And we're made to pay. Yeah, again, we can't win in the Premier League. It's a bad run of results. And we're seriously looking like we're going to falter. The Europa League is our only hope. But after that, that's our last game of this episode. Man City next. Yoro unavailable for that. And rightly so. It's poor, but I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.